So, does the government has the right to take away your fundamental rights as a excuse me as a human being?
Okay.
When I talk about that, is maybe vaccinations, abortions.
Okay. So you're saying, does the government have the rights to take away your pretty much your human rights? And
Yes.
okay. So that's a good question. And the only way I could better explain that is where so we got to break it down to pieces. So first, the United States. The United States itself was actually designed in a way where everybody keep their human rights. And the founders, who by the way, majority of them was black, um, when they sit down with the Muslim sons, which were the original, the white, right now we call them white people, to actually put this entire constitution, everything on the United States Republic together. Um, they wanted to make sure that the government don't have too much power. They want to make sure that the power is literally going to be divided between the states, the president, everybody, state president, and etc. The government. So now, what the United States actually do is they created statutes, or what is called colorable law, and they trick. Literally, it's all a game. It's all a game. They trick the people to put themselves in those color of laws.
So, can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
How do you feel about vaccinations?
Well, if the people want to take or want vaccination, they should go get it. But it should not be forced upon the people. Now, my personal opinion on vaccination, based on my research, it done more damage than good. To be honest with you, based on my research, and the people the person who I did listen to is Sebi. So he said eat healthy, eat, do this, do that. You'll be fine once you do that.
But what about when it comes to traveling? Sometimes you have to skip one country to go to the next country to get to the next country.
Well, see, yeah, that right there is a very good question. Now, there was like certain there was certain African American brothers and sisters that I talked to, and they told me themselves that the only people who need vaccine, let's say we go to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need vaccination to go to Africa. That's what they told me themselves. But even somebody else that I used to watch, which is Dr. Omar, he said the same thing as well. He said, and he went there too as well. He said, you don't need a black person don't need vaccination to go to Africa. Only European need vaccination to go to Africa.
That's true. But when I went to Africa, I had to go to I had to call the CDC, so I had to go to Turkey in
Mm-hmm.
order to get to Africa. So spent a little extra money, but yeah,
Right.
I think the world just want us to be one way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the world just wanted the people to think one way, act one way. They don't want you to be too smart. They don't want you to be too independent. They don't want independent steady. Back in the days, European was, there was honoring independent studies. They wanted everybody to be, independent study, etc. But that's a little too much independent means that certain people will lose power. So therefore, no, they want everybody to be like pretty much like a robot. So we all know the same thing. We don't get too smart. They already have a system which is high school, middle school, college. Then after that, come out, compete to get a job. So they got everything well planned out. So they just want you to follow that. They don't want you to go above them because something might be above it, but this and no. Don't look above. Just look at that. That's your life. And then from there, your resume dictate, yeah, pretty much your entire life. And like your scores, your score sheet, on how successful you could get, etc. So But no,
Even
to
like when we went to school, it was like how brave we what's that thing called?
your
The
SAT scores,
the
I
S
believe,
mhm,
yeah, you
yeah.
know. But so no, yeah, the government definitely does have the rights to control. Literally, they literally have the rights to control your life. The reason why they have the right is because they trick the people to say that there's something that they're not. For example, like black. Now we use the term loosely. You know, when we say it in person, it's like, oh, you know, you're my brother. You know, we're the same complexion. You know, we got the same blood. Or you know, we somehow, somewhere, some far distant, we're connected somehow, some way. There's something going on. I don't know. But when you go to court, be careful. You can't use the word black because it's a trick word where it's literally gonna put you under, not above, under the jail. You know, even for little misdemeanors, I believe, they will still put you under the jail
But even
because
like your application,
even application too, they even structure it where it
your
say black.
passport,
The passport
everything.
too. Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
in fact, Obama had passed a law saying that this should only they can't do multiple races. I don't know if that law is still in effect because black is not a race, white is not a race, Asian is not a race, Hispanic is not a race. None of these people is race. It's a different group of one big family. The human race. There's only a human race.
But
So
what I always say, one stick of black,
yeah,
well,
exactly.
shoot, you still black.
Yeah, exactly. You still black. It's just yeah. So but yeah, they definitely have the absolute rights to do that until the people start claiming their
Okay.
yeah their actual status because if we go to court is status, jurisdictions, and adjudication. So as soon as you go there, they based on how you talk, how you act, etc. They will automatically know what your status is until you claim your status. And then from there, once they know, your status, do they have jurisdiction over you, over that status? Yes, they have jurisdiction over that status, so therefore they have jurisdiction over you. And once they have jurisdiction over you, they could now start prosecuting you or adjudicating you. So they could say, oh, you got life. So, go. And that's about it. So yeah, they definitely do have it. So you just gotta claim your mother's and father's national origin itself. Everybody do. Everybody gotta eat from their own, not their own, but their own people tree vine. So and yeah. So I mean that's the best that I could actually break it down. Um, so yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do. As long as you're under a certain different name that they claim, they could do whatever they want to do with you, and a lot of them won't go to jail.
Yeah. So thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Okay. Bye.